Hello everyone, welcome back to Bystanders. My name is Donovan, I play the character Donovan Halen, and I'm the editor of the podcast. Same old, let's go give us some love to Gwinn, Shady Cicada, and Kevin Macleod for letting us use their wonderful works for this podcast of ours. And if you want to do your own podcast, or just do your own fun, campaign, go check out JoJoDND.com to know the ins and outs of this module. And if you want to interact with the JoJo community, and us even, the players, you can go to our public Discord server, which is almost certainly linked in the description down below. And if you don't even try to do any of those things, well, I think Donovan Halen may have to give you a Hamon lesson, and he won't go as easy on you as he did on Guy. Back to the episode.
Welcome back, everybody. This episode is the dating game.
Woo! Yeah!
Alright. Quick recap, the way the dating game works is those who are not involved in the date, being Kyler, Ty, and Hayden, have each chosen several choices on several events to see how the date goes. And judging by some of the reactions that have been had, I think this is going to be a fun time. So I'm going to be running the dating game, and we have all 12 events ready and set up in order.
I hope it's ugly. I hope that's who's on the number.
I don't.
It's somehow worse. So...
I'm sorry.
What kind of awkward pre-date banter are we gonna have in the car?
I'd imagine it's not a super far drive to the boardwalk.
Probably not. We're already on the...
Yeah, so you're driving the rented car, and Brandy, having a 7 in her charisma stat, is not going to start up any conversation.
All right,
she's worse with charisma than Damien?
Yep.
Wow.
Imagine not having a 20 charisma.
He lightly taps on the glove box. I'm actually pretty interested. You may have told me before, but I don't quite remember. How did you end up with the beating heart?
Oh, well, it's just something that kind of ended up happening. I was just... Sorry. I was just, going along through life, hanging out, and, I stumbled across it. Something about, stands and a higher purpose, all this big talk, and, I decided, hey, I might as well give it a go. I was having a job as an accountant, so it was kind of boring. And you can see that as she kind of drones on, you make a Constitution save to see if you start nodding off.
Oh, come on.
I'll give you advantage because you're Donovan, but...
Natural 20. He's invested.
Okay, he is invested in a very, very boring kind of conversation. But
it probably evolves into, this is really interesting. This is the coolest conversation. Oh, wow, she's really pretty. Holy smokes.
I do have to say, I did learn a couple of really cool skills as a part of Beating Heart. I learned how to speak Chinese Mandarin and Spanish, which, are actually very useful for my job. So, yeah.
I learned how to beating heart. Come on now.
Oh, I know that.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Thanks. Okay, so after that short little bit of conversation, you pull into the boardwalk. You can see several large carnival events, some stands. There's a decent amount of people out, but
stands?
Not too many. The carnival's a stand? No.
One of the events is Damien goes through and wrecks the entire carnival because he thinks it's a stand.
And then just as a reminder, remember the buffs that you have, just in case you need them. And as you get to the carnival, you pull up, you see Brandy parks, and you two step out of the vehicle. So,
alright.
You can walk over to the boardwalk, and as you do, you see the sun is pretty far up in the sky, near the afternoon. Brandy looks around, and the first thing you two kind of see is the Ferris wheel. Brandy kind of points over to it and is like, we should...
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so you two get in line for the Ferris wheel, you wait a little bit, and eventually you two both hop on the Ferris wheel. You see a very disgruntled-looking man smoking a cigarette, just... And then you two hop on one of the cars. So as you get to the top of the Ferris wheel, it goes up, and then very suddenly there's a... And you two are stuck at the top of the Ferris wheel. Donovan, are you afraid of heights?
He is not afraid of heights.
Very good. So you look down, and you are stuck up here in the Ferris wheel with Brandy. And you look over to Brandy, and Brandy looks over to you. You both look out. You both look at each other. and you realize that despite the fact that you are stuck at the top of this Ferris wheel and you have no idea when the Ferris wheel is going to start working and get you back down, you can see this beautiful sunset over the lake. You see the kind of the orangish red glow reflecting over the water, reflecting in the sky. It's just this absolutely beautiful sight. And you two stay up there for what feels like hours, but is probably closer to about 20 minutes. So
Alright.
while up here, do you attempt to strike up a conversation?
All right, I probably. Let's see what. I'm actually interested. Why does Abel have a British accent and you don't?
Well, he studied overseas for a while.
Oh.
He's some hoity-toity professor, and he's, well, I think 15 years older than me. So, you know, we were never really super close as siblings. He was in college by the time I remembered anything.
I didn't have any siblings growing up, so I kind of get that.
Right. As you guys are sitting there at the top of the Ferris wheel, you feel kind of a cold wind flow through, and Brandy looks over. Oh, and she takes off her sweater, revealing she's got like a pretty normal shirt underneath, and she offers it to you. It is an oversized sweater, so it would fit Donovan.
It would, and immediately it goes, wait, wasn't I supposed to give her the sweater? I wore a short sleeve. Donovan, you moron! Or at the same time, it's like, oh my gosh, this is really nice. I like this. This is cool. But also, Donovan, you were supposed to give her the sweater. Ah!
So do you take the sweater?
Yes, he does.
You take the sweater and put it on, and it's a pretty decently oversized sweater. But for you, it's a little big, but it's pretty comfortable. It's just a big, nice red sweater. It doesn't really complement the rest of your outfit, but
Does
you know it's
not.
pretty comfortable.
I can't believe you ended up in a sweater anyway.
How does this always happen? Well, no virgins are getting killed today, which is nice.
For all you know.
As far as you're aware. So you know, as you sit on the top of the Ferris wheel, the wind kind of blowing through, you're nice and cozy in the sweater that Brandy offered you, and she's sitting there. You two were just watching the sunset for a while, I'd imagine. So after a few more minutes, you hear, "Yep, there we go," and then the Ferris wheel groans considerably as it starts to very slowly make its way back down.
So, Maggie,
Is
is this like one of those 24-hour like carnival things where they set them up in that day and that night it's ready?
No, I figured this was like one that would already be on the
No,
board.
this is a pretty permanent carnival. This is probably one of the first few days that it's open because it's later in the spring. So you guys get down to the bottom, and eventually you're able to get off the Ferris wheel. You walk out, your legs are pretty stiff, you're stretching them around a bit, and as you do, Brandy's looking around at some of the rides that are available, and she looks over, and she's so excited, she looks at the closest ride and points to it. The closest ride is a tunnel known as the Extreme Tunnel of Extreme Love. It appears to be a Tunnel of Love boat ride that is branded to be extreme.
Yeah!
So,
I took someone on that once.
she kind of looks
no.
over at that and she's like, that seems fun. It seems, extreme. That's something I'm kind of into.
He has no words.
Like I said, you do have the buffs in case you need any of them. So,
What's the extreme part entail? Is there like a loop to loop?
you're not sure.
A loop on the boat ride? That would be kind of extreme, actually.
Yeah.
So, as the
He
two
brought
of you,
his umbrella, so that, you know what?
awesome. Okay, so the two of you get into one of the boats, and it's one of those smaller cards. It has kind of the roller coaster harness that clicks over you. And you look around and realize that the boat you're sitting in it's like two swans curled into each other, but each of them are wearing leather jackets and have tattoos. So,
Oh my god.
you feel the road.
Donovan would offer Brandy's sweatshirt back since they're back on the ground.
Oh yeah, thank you. And she kind of puts it back on and gets into it.
Oh goodness.
Finesses a little bit to get it on, despite the harness.
Sweater the entire fucking time. There's no way I'm taking that shit off.
Donovan is
free
far
grip.
too much of a chivalrous moron.
That's
The two of you start slowly going through, and as you enter the tunnel, you start with some pretty nice, gentle music, which rapidly turns into what I could only really describe as an attempt at romantic speed metal.
Romantic thrasher.
That's
It's like
kind
the
of
melody
vibe.
of a sweet soliloquy, but it's metal.
But it's metal. Yeah, and so as you guys are going through, you can see all these beautiful paintings, all these things. But you see things are weird. You know, you can see some 18th century classical paintings, some things that you recognize. But a lot of them have been drawn over with like leather jackets and tattoos. And you see, there's one of them where they're all on a shooting range. Like you have no idea who the target audience for this is supposed to be. But Brandy seems to be enjoying herself.
I don't think George Washington wore Chuck Taylors, but I wasn't there. I don't know.
Yeah, I never really. Hold on, is she proficient in history? She is! Yeah, no, I don't think so either. So as the two of you continue
Intellectual conversation.
Well, I feel like this ride is like every time Damien has ever taken anyone on a date, it was specifically to this ride.
one.
He is the target
He
audience.
is the target audience. So as you continue going, you eventually get to what appears to be the end of the tunnel, or starts to get a little darker, and then
The issue is
What?
you feel the boat stop in place, and then you hear over the loudspeakers, "Are you two ready to get extreme?" And then suddenly, lights flash open in front of you, and the coaster starts to careen downwards into the darkness. As you careen downwards in this splash mountain thing,
All right. Donovan instinctively uses Back in Black to make an extra harness for Brandy.
go ahead and make a
Just in case.
Or awesome. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. 16.
16. Okay, so you feel the urge to throw up, but you're not quite there. She is also.
Does my
Street chilling.
extra harness help her out?
Yeah, you know, she's chilling. She does not seem like she's a stranger to roller coaster. You can hear her actually going, woohoo, as you're just careening down into the darkness, and eventually, you hit the water down below, and
The umbrella.
But puts it. In the split moment, doesn't realize.
You wanna just-
Does Brandy
what-
wants to get hit with the water at the end of Splash Mountain? Would it be seen as chivalrous?
You have half a second to decide.
Insight?
I'm gonna use my advantage on this exact moment.
Okay, so go ahead and make an intelligence save, or go ahead and make an intelligence check.
It's a good thing you had that advantage.
That can be investigation.
Okay, 17.
17. So as you're looking over at Brandy, you're thinking she's the kind of woman who wants to get hit with the water at the end of Splash Mountain.
Okay.
So you pull up the umbrella and protect yourself, and as you do, and you see Brandy is soaked head to toe, and she is laughing the whole time. As you guys come out of the tunnel, it stops and it just, thank you for driving the extreme tunnel of extreme love. And as you guys walk out,
We weren't going up the entire time. Where did that drop come from? Donovan, as he
non-Euclidean
shuts the
stand.
umbrella, he was also clearly having fun.
yeah. So
It's a-
you know,
it's a
so you have fun.
stand.
As you walk out, you realize that the water that Brandy's actually been covered with actually smells very faintly of roses. So, as you walk outside of that, Brandy is just absolutely soaked head to toe. She seems to be having a wonderful time. She kind of looks around.
Do you need me to get that off for you? But yeah, there's the water.
You would?
You just like the water because you know she's soaked, right? I assume Hamon can dry things.
How would you get the water off?
What are you doing?
Sorry.
Did I say something weird?
Just
No,
completely.
she was soaking wet, and you guessed her to her being soaking wet, and you're like, "Do you want me to get that off for you?"
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
She sees nothing wrong with this. She's like, yeah. If you have
so
like a
confused.
towel or something, or
Oh, watch this. I don't know why I did the Full Metal Alchemist thing. That's not how Hamon did. Can I use Hamon to like make the water particles
Yeah,
go
you can make
Electrolysis.
con?
contract. Yep.
I'm gonna use point of inspiration.
Is it electrolysis
You know what?
or
Fine.
hydrolysis?
Fine.
Hydrolysis.
Fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's an 11.
Okay, so that's enough to dry off a lot of the water from her sweater, and she goes very quickly from, oh wow, I'm completely soaked, to, what the fuck, why am I dry? And she's kind of looking down, and she's like, huh. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh
So-
my god.
She's kind of looking around. You know, I'm feeling a little hungry after all of that extreme tunneling. She's kind of laughing to herself. And she points over to the nearest restaurant, or the nearest food stand, which is known as Percival's Medieval Pretzels. And you can see from a distance, it's operated by a man who you assume to be Percival, completely covered head to toe in plastic novelty knight armor.
Phenomenal.
So the two of you walk over, and strangely, there's not a line for this. And as you walk closer, you start to see why. The man in the armor, muffled because he's inside of it. Halt, ye travelers! Ye have coin for these delicious doughy pretzels?
Donovan, I guess, reason his pocket pulls out his wallet with, I assume, several $1,000s.
Yeah.
Just an exorbitant amount of money. And what would you like to order?
I was gonna ask what Brandy would like first.
Probably just like a regular pretzel, you know?
All right. Wait. What do you guys got here? We now have to tell Donovan about all the different kinds of pretzels you can have. 'Cause there are a lot.
Well, it's a carnival, so there's like 3 options.
Right.
There's like a large there's like a large pretzel. You can get one salted, unsalted, and I imagine there's, some pretty weird options.
So they have like pigs in a blanket pretzels.
Yeah, that's the vibe.
Want a cinnamon sugar?
Sure.
Sweet. All right. That's my personal favorite.
All right, so he looks down at you.
Donovan realized he's never actually had one of these before. I think I'll also just go for a normal pretzel.
What? I do not understand ye, knave. You'll have to speak in the way that I do.
Yeah! Can I get a pretzel knight armor?
So he walks over and you hear some boiling and some
Ahoy!
sizzling.
Donovan Halen thinks that Old English and pirate speak are the same thing.
Very similar.
So as you hear the ahoy, you hear him saying under his breath, I do not get paid enough gold for this. And he puts the pretzel together, hands it to you, and puts another one together, hands it to Brandy.
I do believe that's actually how he speaks.
Aye, that will be 720 in gold pieces.
How does that convert to USD?
Just give me the money.
All right, he's gonna turn to Brandy. Hey, if you want, I can pay for this.
She is halfway through finishing her pretzel.
Hmm?
No, it's fine. It's fine. We can split. And you see she gets into her wallet, which is completely soaked, and she hands you 3 very wet $1 bills.
He puts them between his fingers. They just, spring out, dried now, like Joseph did those pieces of spaghetti.
A homo user would
check
never
for
have to
free.
deal with crumpled
Phenomenal.
money ever.
Yeah.
Right.
That's cracked.
Anyways, I hope you appreciate Nikki's final form.
Because it's fiber too. Like it would
15?
conduct really well.
15. Yes, you and you see the, it kind of. You get that rainbow shine that ripples across the money real quick, and you can see she looks over and she's pretty impressed by that. She's like,
And he's going to take 2 dimes and then make him walk across his fingers as he tosses them to the night guy.
okay, you know what? Sure, because of that, I'll give you
Dex.
advantage on that performance check.
Can I use dexterity?
Go ahead, because you're doing the. You're doing coins.
Hey, all right. Unnatural 20.
Okay, everything considered, you are handling this date like a champion. You're going through.
He's a good show.
He's gonna toss. He's gonna toss. And then he's gonna take out another $1 and put it in the tip jar.
Aye, thanks BTE, knave.
Yeehaw! He gives a genuine thumbs up and a grin.
The knight just kind of looks over at you. You hear someone cough from somewhere else.
Brandy,
I think you might have shattered part of his soul by saying "Yeehaw."
Brandy, did I say something wrong?
Huh? She's almost finished with her pretzel.
Oh God, Donovan has to eat a pretzel now.
Has Donovan never had a pretzel? Oh no!
Isn't it the
Oh
cinnamon sugar
no!
pretzel
You
as
cry
well?
when you eat
No,
good food.
I got a normal pretzel, and
Okay.
this is probably a good pretzel. I don't know. All right.
I mean,
It's carnival food, but it's like
Carnival
fun.
food is
Carnival
hits
pretzels?
different. I don't know what
Like,
you're talking
All right.
like they're good at that.
Let's roll a charisma save. Oh, okay, 22.
Oh, all right.
By that I mean 26.
You eat this pretzel like a normal person, which usually isn't something you have to worry about. But for Donovan Halen,
You know the one video of Freddy from iCarly going,
Yeah.
yeah! You know that? That's what Donovan feels internally at the moment after successfully eating a pretzel. It's like it's an historic achievement, but exterior he's just,
oh, that's perfect.
It's a good pretzel.
You should make
Okay,
I've never had one of these before.
You know, that's one of the things that Abel used to do while he was still around. Is every summer when the carnival went around, he'd take me over to it.
Oh,
You know, we'd have pretzels.
that's
So
awesome.
nice.
I've also never been to a carnival. I haven't done a lot of things. I never really got the chance to.
Well, then what are we waiting to? Well, then what are we waiting for? Let's do some of them now.
Yeah.
And you two walk over, and after a little bit of walking, you see this carnival game. And Brandy looks over and sees one of the carnival prizes, which is a teddy bear wearing a tiny leather jacket. And she's like, ooh.
Donovan gets a purple Sans eyes glow. He's winning that for Brandy. What kind of a game is it?
So you walk over and see a very campy looking man with a large curled handlebar mustache and a bald head. And he looks down at you. All right, kiddo. Think you're strong enough for the Wimpometer? He hands you a hammer.
The Wimpometer.
Yep. It's $1 per try.
He hands over $1. Is it just like a hammer thing?
Yeah. No, it's like the hammer thing. You hit the
Yeah.
weight and it goes up and see if you can hit the bell.
All right.
You're gonna have to hit the bell if you want that teddy bear, you know.
I think I got this.
Donovan's going to cast Rippling Weapon on the hammer.
Give me an athletics check.
Can I use con? Since it's
No, strength. This is an athletics check.
I'm gonna use Back in Black's power. Oh, I dropped my dice. Okay, 21.
21. Okay, so you bring this hammer down, there's a clang, and you see it goes right up to just a bit past Wimpy, and then looks like you didn't quite get it, son. What's the problem? You ain't quite got the muscle to back it up.
Can I use my own hammer?
Sure.
All right. Just a second. Donovan turns around, flips open the umbrella. He's gonna have it cast a shadow. Back of Blast's gonna make the biggest hammer it can as he hoists it out and just pulls it over his shoulder.
Comically like a fucking clown routine.
Yeah.
You just pulled out a massive hammer from behind your umbrella.
Can non-stand users see the constructs?
Yes.
Here's a $2. All right, Donovan with Back in Black, like kind of phase inside of him, twirls the hammer around and goes in for a second hit.
Okay, go ahead and I'll let you have advantage on this
You
one.
could have also cheated with Back in Black to move the thing up.
I could have. Crap! I'm sad.
You have to stand, just grab the thing and
Since
move it up.
this is a scaling hammer, do I get something else, like bonus with it?
I gave you advantage on the athletics.
I did get advantage, that is true, and it rolled worse.
Like I said, at some point you do have that phone a friend.
Okay,
Vice
15 on this one.
15. It goes just past noodle arms. Goes back to the bottom.
Okay.
Wow, kid, you suck at this.
What kind of bull crap can I do? Okay.
Want to give a.
How do you want to cheat the rigged
what is her
carnival
name?
game?
Okay.
Like I
Brandy,
said,
you want to give Brandy a shot?
you have someone who can give a call, or you can try to give the hammer to Brandy.
He's not letting that happen to himself.
It's not after
Oh,
the
come
cool
on.
incident.
It's okay. It's okay to have a.
He
girl
wants to
stronger
win
than
it
you.
for Brandy.
I mean, she'll give it a shot, and she'll use her own dollar. She's not very good at athletics, and she rolled a 4.
Okay.
She has an ability type and a +1 to strength, so a bit weaker than average, but not much.
More than my ability type has.
Okay.
By 3.
Okay.
Average is minus 2 to strength.
Gendo.
Wow, what's wrong? It looks like the both of you kids, neither of you have any strength among you. Whew. You know, you'd think
Hayden?
one of you have something to give.
The joke and you lose your nose.
You can see this man is enjoying way more than a normal person should, taunting random kids at the carnival.
What do you
That
mean?
are obviously on dates.
All right, you know what?
Yep.
Donovan is proficient in
You would
intimidation.
run dates at a carnival.
So Donovan is going to
In
rest
Blade
his
best believe
elbows
you're more
on the
single
table,
people in the
on the
world.
stand table. Mister, give a name.
Smith?
All right, Mr. Smith, do you use the satisfaction you get at watching others fail make you feel better at your own insecurities? Can I roll intimidation?
Yes, you can.
Oh my god! 22.
Don't mind me checking the him list to see if there's a Smith on there.
You see him kind of pulling his collar. What do you mean
Well-
by that? No, I'm a big strong man. I would never feel.
Oh, you're a big
Ins-
strong man? You give it a go.
Here's where you.
That'll be $1.
Can I use my own hammer?
Isn't this your hammer? It's your game.
I guess you're right. He's gonna grab the hammer, and you can see he's very visibly shaking.
This is where you use black and black to grab the thing to prevent it from going up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Can't Hamon like magnetize things to a degree? I'm gonna magnetize that little metal thing so it doesn't even go above. You know what? No, Back in Black's gonna make a little stop underneath the thing so it can't. He doesn't even look like he like makes the thing go down.
Oh, incredible. Okay, all right. Well, you know, I'm actually pretty good at this myself. You know, I'm an old pro. That's part of why I'm running this thing. And he brings it down. He has really good form, and he rolls a 10 on that check. Clang! Below. And you see something within him break. You see him shakily pull out $1 and put it into his own tip jar, or into his own jar.
Alright, while that happens, can I have Black and Black will slide of him to steal that bear?
I'll give you advantage.
This man is just having an existential.
Okay, that's phenomenal. 27.
Honestly, I think it'd be better if you didn't roll stealth and you just grabbed it and walked away.
I don't think.
That's so mean.
Yeah, I don't. No.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so
Donovan puts a $10 bill in his tip jar, and Brandy just realizes that he has the bear. All right, have a good night now.
And as the two of you walk away, you see him slowly pulling down the shutter, and he closes his event for the night.
What toxic masculinity does to an MF.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's gonna go home and just reconsider a lot of things in his life, and hopefully come back healthier. So
Donovan makes 2 grown men cry in the span of 24 hours.
So he heads out. Yep.
What was Brandy's?
Hey, the day's young
What was
yet.
Brandy's reaction to that entire ordeal?
Brandy was like, "Oh my god, why did you bully him?" She looks down at the bear and just starts laughing. She's like, "Oh my god, you did not do that."
You looked like you really wanted the bear, and he was being kind of mean, and I didn't like that he was mean, so I.
Well, thank you.
Beat him at his own rigged game.
He what? Like.
You know, as he's talking, a lot of like pink rolls across the scarf in like a heartbeat pattern.
It's not about winning; it's about sending a message.
All right, so she grabs the teddy bear, cuddles it up against her right arm, and you see she actually reaches out her hand and offers for you to hold it.
Donovan's color palette changes.
Okay. Is that like a
Fine,
charisma save?
That's a charisma save.
You can see she is very clearly
Natural
having a good
20!
time. That's fucking awesome,
He
Donovan.
goes right in for the laced fingers. Other than that,
Donovan, you hear the fucking Giga Chad song as you just reach over and just, yeah, I stole from a man having an existential crisis, and keep
what
walking.
about it?
So-
I would have done the same thing too.
Sigma rule number 37: take, don't receive.
Sigma Rule 37, bully grown men at the boardwalk.
Take that,
So,
Dr. Robotnik.
as you all, as the two of you are walking, you can see the clouds begin to kind of part out of the way, and you see the sun dip over the horizon, and you can see the sky is a beautiful shade of purple. And as you're walking down, you hear suddenly an aux cord plug in. Yeah! I would like to welcome you all to the Slashers Thrasher Band! And Donovan, you look over and see the Slasher
God.
himself holding a guitar up to a microphone with a couple of his buddies who seem to be equally as good as Hygiene. Are you people ready to rock? And you can see about
stone mask and he'll shit himself.
you can see about 30 people on the boardwalk, about 2 of which seem ready to rock.
One of them, Brandy.
One of them is absolutely ready.
then he's also hyped. Like, yeah, I know that guy.
They're gonna do.
I know that guy. My friend kicked the shit out of him.
So they don't start off very strong.
Can I give him advantage if I have Back in Black go behind her and make some like ride the lightning sparkles with Hamon and stuff?
You know what? You absolutely can. That didn't roll correctly. That didn't roll correctly. Yippee! So you pull Back in Black behind them, and their original roll of 2 for their performance check becomes a solid 3.
Yeah!
So you see kind of... Hey, Jimmy, you're out of tune. 120 BPM.
Oh, sorry, boss.
I thought it was 110. No, it's 120. Fuck.
Out of tune and out of
All
time.
right, we're gonna start over. The Slasher is gonna re-begin this song, and as they do, you see the perform. They're trying their best, and eventually, about a minute into the song, all of them line up, and the rest of the song, in terms of impromptu Boardwalk slasher bands, it's pretty good.
Yeah!
All
So-
they need to do is fix their hygiene.
Incredible.
Brandy, despite the terrible music at first, is having a wonderful time, whether
And-
that's
and
laughing
by-
at them or laughing with them.
By
You know, she's
extension, that
hanging
means
out.
Donovan's having a great time.
And y'all are on the boardwalk.
He cannot dance for shit.
Would you like to try?
This is gonna be another Bill Gates
I don't.
moment.
Can you dance to Thrasher music?
You absolutely
You
can.
can thrash to Thrasher music.
What kind of a role is that?
Performance with strength.
I was going to strength.
Back in black, tugging
She's
the
gonna
knot.
roll one.
0, baby! If I had a nickel for every time I rolled a 0 for dancing.
So she rolls a 19 and begins to thrash. And Donovan, you begin doing the one dance move that you know, which is the Cabbage Patch.
I don't even know.
I thought you were gonna say the fucking the worm. He just falls on the floor.
What is it, the water sprinkler? Yeah.
He just
fucking...
Donovan, go ahead and make an acrobatics
What's
check.
the one where like you do the widest move possible, which
The
like
fucking
like
the Charlie
shoving,
Brown
like-
shuffle.
Charlie.
what am I making?
Give me an acrobatics check.
Yay! Proficiency! Oh, 12.
Hey, remember David gave you inspiration.
All right, so
I used that
as a
already.
few people are thrashing
I have 7
around
more,
you, and
it's
as
okay.
you're doing the worst dance move ever, you feel someone bump into you, and you get thrown into the water off the boardwalk.
Oh shit!
It's a little cold. Or it's a little chilly.
Christ.
Can I use Hamon to try to make that not happen, as in make me so I just land on the water?
Yeah.
I'll let you use Hamon to try to catch yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll let you make that acrobatics check with advantage.
Cocked.
You fucking
Ah,
land on
okay,
the water
there we
like
go.
a cat.
23.
23. So as you kind of fall off the side of the boardwalk, and you're able to push up using your hand, and it gives you just enough time of surface tension just to push back up. So to everyone else, it looks like you fall off the boardwalk, and they're just whoop, immediately pop back up.
Yep.
God, that would be really cursed to see.
Brandy notices you do this and seems to be pretty goddamn impressed. How the heck did you manage that? As they're just going on in the background.
I can breathe really, really good.
Cool. So
He gives another one of those stupid thumbs up that he does a lot.
that continues going. And
Audible
after
finger
He gives
guns.
her some audible finger guns.
Yeah.
Make a resurgence.
Okay, so as you're walking along,
Veneer.
day seems to be going pretty well. Like I said, you still have that number if you'd like to call them.
I'm gonna wait for something really bad to happen.
About that. So
Son
as you're
of a
walking
gun.
along the boardwalk, you see
Oh,
a
no.
man walking towards you all, and they bump it, or walking towards you two, and they get really close to the two of you. All right, you hear the familiar sound of a switchblade coming out. I'm gonna need to give me your wallets.
Buddy, don't even try it. He looks. He's trying to do this on Donovan's own turf.
I'm sorry, kid. You're looking to get shanked. Do you know who I am?
Donovan.
I run this goddamn neighborhood.
Donovan reaches behind him and puts the hand cannon underneath his chin.
He did come strapped to the
Intimidation
date.
with advantage.
I'm going to put him inspiration. Much better.
Oh my god.
26.
What kind of knife you got there, pal?
Is that a hand cannon?
What kind of knife you got there, pal?
What making model's a hand cannon?
You wanna? Your brain's about to be really familiar. Give me the knife.
Yeah, do the switchblade.
Can I learn what kind of switchblade this is? Because
Give
I've used a
me-
lot of weapons to threaten people in my time. What kind of we got going on here?
Give me an investigation. Give me a history check.
Natural 20.
It's a fucking rainbow butterfly knife.
So you steal his knife by intimidating him, and then tell him the exact knife that it is. Oh, you know, it's.
Oh, Benchmade. Probably got this off of Etsy for, I'd say, about $40. It's awfully garish. You're trying to rob people with this thing? You can't have that. You gotta be a lot more discreet with that. And what kind of outfit's got on?
You know, he seems to be a pretty typical greaser. He's got like a wife beater shirt, which, you know, normally wouldn't
White?
work, but he's, what?
Is it white?
It's a white wife beater shirt. You know, it's actually pretty decently taken care of. He's got his hair kind of greased back. He's got a pair of blue jeans. Just, you know, pretty normal.
Buddy, you want my advice? You're gonna slap it back in your chest. Don't want something so careless you're trying to rob people. All right?
Yes, sir.
Now get the hell out of my sight.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Have a nice night.
Run away.
Oh my god.
Donovan Halen's a menace to society.
Brandy
Yes.
looks over at the running thief, looks back at Donovan.
Are you okay?
Looks over at the running thief, looks over at Donovan, and begins to cackle.
Oh my god.
Fucking
Oh my god! That is the...
Donovan went from
I'm
light
going to
fiends to
intimidate
heavy
people
menace.
tonight.
I have done it literally. I haven't done it since Brenda's unfortunate demise. So as many times as it works.
Does Donovan say that in character?
Oh, you were. Oh, that was. I thought that was you asking me, Maggie.
No.
Well, I used to. You see, I used to be a pickpocket for like a while. I still am, actually. You know what? I'm a pickpocket, so his form was terrible. I'm sorry, and I can't have you getting robbed on our date. That's just.
I can't have you getting robbed by someone as sloppy as that.
Basically,
he better
so
pick up his
vague.
act and come back and try again.
It's mostly he was worried about her and he was having none of that.
That's fair. Well, I appreciate
Donna
the
Base
offer.
Halen.
You see, she's got to laugh into herself. As the
He adjusts his scarf a little bit.
So all I'm gonna say is, you know how you guys were, there was a mention of a mugging, and then you guys were like, oh no, you're talking about mugging.
Yeah, I was
whether-
talking to Ty.
And then Maggie and I just went,
That's event 10. That was one of the options for event 10.
Because I looked
that
at
where you
Ty
thought I was
mentioned
gonna go?
muggy, and I was like, you're not
More or
gonna
less.
have him get mugged.
I
And I had
did.
no idea that Hayden had chosen.
By
to
the
do
way,
it.
if I had the option, you know damn well we've got him to get mugged.
Oh yeah.
So Donovan, you feel that the date is coming to an end relatively soon, and you know things are kind of quieting down around the boardwalk. You see some of the rides and things shutting down. You see some of the lights shutting off, and people are generally kind of going away. The boardwalk's a lot quieter. The slasher's like, "Thank you. I appreciate you all's financial support. I am going back to my night job now. Thank you all so much." Woo! I have a SoundCloud if you want to hear it. It's Slasher's Thrasher Band. It's there.
that's the tagline.
Thrasher band, it's there.
So the Slasher and his Thrasher Band, you know, they're looking back to each other. They got about $15 in tips tonight, which is a lot more than they usually get. So they're like super happy about that. They're gonna get hash browns or something. So as they're heading out from the boardwalk,
I'd get hash browns too.
the night's kind of silent. You see some gentle waves going over the Great Lakes, and as you look up, you see a beautiful sea of stars above you.
Light pollution isn't real. Let's go.
You're out on the boardwalk. You can see a little bit of the Milky Way. Not as much as you'd like, but there's a decent amount there. It's just this beautiful, beautiful sky. And you see Brandy sitting down on the edge of the pier, and she taps the spot next to her.
He waddles is the best way I can call that, and sits down next to her.
And she was just look up at the stars, and actually, I believe... No, okay. She's looking up at the night sky. You know, a fun fact is I actually know how to navigate the stars.
Oh, show me.
Yeah, that's one of the skills. And she, you know, points out a few constellations. She points out a couple things in the night sky, a couple ways to tell, like, directions, and just some really, really interesting star lore, to say the least.
All right, as she's pointing at the Star Lord,
Star-Lord.
Donovan also catches several glimpses of her as, I guess, like the moonlight. I assume she looks really pretty.
She's having an absolutely wonderful time, and yes, the moonlight just kind of reflects off her beautifully.
He's having a great time, to say the least.
Hell yeah.
yeah.
You know.
So,
go ahead. I'm really glad we were able to do this, cause I'll be honest, I never really had much going for me. Heck, even about 2 weeks ago, and you know, Lloyd's death kind of made me realize I finally have something to lose, and that's. It's nice to finally have something to fight for besides yourself, you know?
his head, just looking up at the stars.
Brandy doesn't say anything. She just reaches out her hand for you to hold it. Yippee! Yeah. All right. So a few more minutes pass. You know, the conversation continues and eventually idles off. And eventually, you get the feeling that it's time to start heading back.
All right.
You still have that phone number if you'd like to call it.
I guess you know what? I will call that phone number right now.
You want advice on how to end the date?
Yeah, proper way to end the date.
So, I'd imagine you step away from Brandy a little bit. Let her
One
sit at the
second.
end of the pier and just observe for a second.
Yeah.
She's looking at the stars.
I'm scared for who is on that phone.
You hear it ring. You hear it ring again. You hear it ring one last time. And then just before it cuts the answering machine, you hear a familiar voice on the other end of the line. Hello? Who is this? Donovan?
Yeah?
How'd you get this number?
Someone gave it to me.
Did Nikki give you this number?
I don't know. I just felt something in my pocket.
What do you need? This is Abel Avedon.
I gathered that.
Brandy's brother.
my God.
So, Abel, I have some news for you. I'm on a date with your sister.
Your what?
It's one of those you pull the phone away from your ear and you can still hear it like he's right there.
Where are you? Do I need to come over there?
No. Everything went really well. She looks really happy. I think she had a good time. But
Wait, no. I'm sorry. She's on a date with you, and you made her happy.
I'm gonna pretend that's not. Yeah.
Holy fuck! I'm sorry. Is this the same Donovan Halen that I know?
Sam Donovan Halen who hit you in the face with the trophy? No, that wasn't me, actually.
You know what? I'll give you that one.
That wasn't me. Don't give that to me. Come on.
What do you want?
All right. I feel like I've been doing pretty good so far, but I don't want to screw it up. And we're finishing up right now, and I need to know something that would be a nice gesture to finish off the date with. And I don't think anyone knows it much better than you.
You're a brave man to call me like this, Donovan. I'll give you that.
Yep, I knew it was you. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I tried.
Well, Brandy's always been very nice. She's very gentle, but doesn't really want anyone to know that. Something that she loves more than anything is... There's this album that she's been wanting for a while. If you can swing by some sort of CD or record shop, then you could get that for her. She would appreciate it for a very long time.
What album is it?
Are you familiar with the Slashers Thrasher Band?
Donovan covers up the receiver and looks over at those miscreants currently putting up their oxes and like their guitars.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the local diner and get some hash browns!
They probably have copies of it on them.
You know what? I'm actually familiar.
Yeah, their newest album is Eldritch Blood Rain Nightfall. So if you can
Okay, that goes
give
hard.
that out.
It's like Horizon Zero Dawn. Those words, those words mean
They
the
don't
same
really-
thing in whatever order you put them in.
All right. And she's been wanting their newest one for a long time, or their oldest one for a long time?
The newest one, just for a little bit, yeah.
All right.
Alright, so you
Thanks,
You-
Abel.
you're welcome. Bastard hung up.
Donovan flips over his scarf like a freaking madman and looks
on the other line, interrogating Nikki.
Brandy's still on the deck.
Yep, she's looking up at the stars.
Nikki who did
We both
his ground
Slasher!
principle of it.
The Slasher is turning around to look at you.
Hello.
It's always nice to meet a Don't I know you?
Yes, my friend beat the shit out of you one time.
You'll have to get more specific.
the one who literally just died.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, very sad. Anyways, I need your album. Okay, so
Wait.
yes, my date. Brandy, she's over there, the pretty one on the.
No.
block.
I need you to be clear to me. You want our newest album.
And if you could sign it, that would be phenomenal.
You see actual tears coming into the Slasher's eyes.
Yo!
He brings you into a hug.
Oh, okay.
I've never sold an album before.
Donovan, who's been hugged. I think he can count on his fingers how many times he's been hugged, and now one of them is from the Slasher, which is quite the bit of information to process.
The Slasher and his Thrashers have never had fans before. This is a momentous occasion. Hey, boys, come over here. We're taking a picture to celebrate. And you see, he takes a selfie and just give me a performance check to see what kind of face Donovan makes.
Okay, it's gonna be a very solid 8.
8. Okay, so you see Donovan. He's like, he's smiling, but his eyes are closed at the exact moment. Oh, it's a perfect picture. Yes, autographs. You say, of course. We have something for this.
Can you address them to Brandy Avedon?
Yes, we can.
Oh my God.
The Slasher sends his regards, as do Bluey and Tui, the Thrashers.
Oh my
to
God.
Brandy. I'm running out of space. He flips it over.
Maybe if you'd have more space if you got another album. Then you could write even more notes.
You've got a point. And he pulls out another album.
I don't know if Donovan or the Slasher are more excited for what's happening right now.
Yeah.
With love from the Slasher and the Thrashers to... What did you say her name was? Brandy Avedon.
Avedon.
How do you spell that?
Is it a Y or an I, Donovan? I don't know, but he should. You want to roll history?
Have you ever seen it written out?
I've already used my call.
To be fair, if you called Abel and said, I'm on a date with your sister, what's her name? I think he would kill you.
Yeah, Donovan is not that stupid. Alright. It is time for Donovan to roll history. I have 7 points of inspiration.
Do it. You got this.
Oh, okay. 15?
It's Brandy like the drink.
So with a Y.
With Brandy with the Y.
Where's the Y? At the end?
Yes!
Okay, cool.
And Avedon, I believe, is A-V-E-D-A-N.
No.
Shit.
I. A-V-I.
A-V-I-D-A-N. A-V-I-D-A-n.
Okay.
Avedon.
The Slasher sends his regards to you and your friend, Brandy Avedon.
Oh, thank you. Okay. He takes the 2 albums.
Would you like to come with us at some time to get hash browns?
Sure. Absolutely.
Yes. You see the 3 of them kind of like excitedly talking.
Is it like an offer for tonight or tomorrow or?
Just at some point.
Absolutely.
Here, tell you what. Whenever you're ready, give us a call.
Absolutely.
And bring that
boy.
Brandy woman with you if you'd like.
I think she'd be more than willing. All right.
Hell yes.
Thanks, guys. It means a lot. Then he is going to suavely as he can walk back towards Brandy.
All right. You see, she's looking up at the beautiful stars, and she looks over at you.
Hey. 3 things actually. The first one is he gets the flowers from somewhere. 1, these are for you.
Thank you.
And 2,
I love the warm colors.
and also, you know, I was trying to think of something else to get you, but then, let's just say I got a bit of a light bulb. And then
You got me a light bulb?
No, but I think it'll make your smile just as bright. And he shows her the 2 Slasher DVDs.
Give me
Holy fuck.
a persuasion check with advantage. You can make that performance if you prefer.
That was slicking on your feet. Shit, Donovan.
Alright, with advantage. 18.
This is a signed copy of the Slasher Thrasher Band's latest album. How did... There's 2 of them.
He is a friend from work.
That's not entirely wrong either. No.
I know, that's why I said it.
Right, she is going to stand up, and under the moonlight, there's a sea of stars above you. You've just gotten her a bouquet of flowers and her favorite album. She leans in for a kiss.
Fuck yeah.
Would you like to make a charisma save?
Oh no.
You have 7 inspiration.
Don't do me dirty like this.
Do you want the medal, DC?
No, this is a roll I must make on my own. Okay, what is this? Charisma?
It's a charisma save.
Ah, it's a save. 24.
24. What does Donovan do?
He leans in And he returns the kiss. Whole local child, local.
Donovan, you're gonna have to lower that in post.
All right,
I'll raise it as far as I care.
Oh God.
you pull
Ear
away,
rape.
and as you do, you can see she's.
Donovan's color palette is entirely bright red.
Yeah,
You know what, Donovan?
Donovan's scarf needs a seizure warning at the moment. It is.
You know what, Donovan? Come with me, and she's gonna grab your hand and walk you out of the boardwalk. So, as you do, you walk past the parking lot, and you see that the car that was originally there is no longer there before. But Brandy doesn't seem to be fazed by this. She keeps walking, and you navigate a little bit through the city. It's a little louder through the streets and all that, but she goes through some decent paths. She seems to be able to navigate the city pretty well.
By the way, they invited us to come have hash browns with them sometime. The Slasher and the Thrasher brand.
You're kidding me.
No,
Thrasher.
I am a lot of
How?
things. They seemed really happy that a fan wanted their album, so they thought they would like to have hash browns with you.
Well, I'll have to take them up on that at some point.
Yeah, I got their number actually.
No way.
Yes, away.
Oops. Awesome. So, as she kind of guides you through the alleyways and the different areas, you eventually come across a small auto shop that seems to be close to closing for the night. She walks into it. Wait here. So you're waiting underneath the lamppost, and she comes
finger
back
guns.
out. You hear a and you see Brandy Avedon drive out on a fucking motorcycle without the muffler, and she looks over, grab on, tosses you a helmet.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
All right, you're gonna want to hold on tight. You have to climb over, and she is going to just shoot down
Donovan holds on tight.
the streets.
Rev up those engines.
Donovan,
The boy. Do I get a roll so they don't fall off the motorcycle?
maybe make a strength save.
I'm gonna use Back in Black's power.
Yes, you can.
Could it maybe be Constitution?
It might be a
Sure, it can be
soon.
Constitution.
Durability? That's not good.
No, not durability.
This is fine. 6.
6. So you're able to hold on to the motorcycle okay enough, but you don't have the best grip. You have like a grip from a distance, and you're like kind of flopping in the wind behind her, and it takes like all of your strength just to pull in closer to her, and just to stay on the damn motorcycle.
This is really nice, but also
I've never ridden on a motorcycle before.
Oh, sorry. Here, I'll slow down a little bit, and you see
Thank you.
she slows down to be around the speed limit.
Yeah.
okay.
And after a few minutes, you're driving along the coast, you can see the moon and the stars, and after probably like a 15-minute motorcycle ride in which she kind of gets the hang of it, you kind of get the hang of it, holding on, and eventually you pull in and do the fucking Akira slide. Woohoo!
Yo.
Right next to the escape, and she pops it in park. Whew. That was fun.
That's an adjective.
Make a con save.
That's an adjective.
Oh no! Please don't throw up.
Natural 20.
Oh, thank God.
You know what? Freaking.
You have a little.
He takes off that helmet. It's stupid. There's.
What does Donovan Halen have short or long hair?
He has. You know how like my hair gets kind of long. It has the waviness to it. That, but it doesn't look
Okay.
like garbage.
You see like waves of the ripple
Yeah.
come on, and she kind of looks over at you. Well, I have to say, I had a lot of fun tonight.
Me too.
You doing anything in the next few days?
Besides stopping TBH, no. I've got pretty much a free schedule.
We'll have to make plans then. She leans forward, kisses you on the cheek, and walks back into the escape. And that was the dating game.
Donovan realizes he's gonna have to walk after her. He doesn't realize the amount of time to make it not awkward.
Yeah, that's the thing. You end the date, but then you remember that you both live in the same place. So like, it's kind of awkward.
It's also on her. She's not exactly the most charismatic.
Somehow, I have a 16. Donovan has a
well.
16, and that went so.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
I'm very glad I did
Thank you for setting that up, man.
I'm
That
very
was
glad
great.
that I went
What
back
were the
and
other
reread
options for the
what my
night? I
options
need
were
to know.
because
No, I'll say.
originally it wasn't going to be the slasher there. I had picked a polka band, but I reread it and I went, wait, that's the slasher. Can I change my answer?
The slasher.
Should we say who did what?
Yeah, we'll probably do that outside of session though, just because,
Yeah, we're not quite at an hour yet. We have a little bit of time, but we can do that outside, yeah.
For the last time, I did not give Donovan your number.
Who else would it have been then?
I don't know, Steve, probably.
I didn't do nothing. Wasn't me. I bet it was Nikki.
Hey, thanks for giving me Carl's number, guy. Or Abel's number, guy.
You see just this flash of anger across Abel's face. He stares over at Damien. He looks Damien up and down. Not worth it. Not worth it. Get my shit.
He massages the dent in his skull from the anti-gravity trophy in the museum.
Something tells me that's a bad idea.
All right.
I don't want to go sent into space with the rest of the litter. No.
Donovan, now that you're back, I have something.
I gotta. Okay, let me roleplay Donovan actually coming back onto the ship.
I'd imagine it's a couple minutes after Brandy's.
He is
Just
just
to fucking collect himself.
high on life right now.
Can we get much higher?
Nothing is ever bad ever. He's having a wonderful time.
Damien walks over as you come up, and he looks back to where Brandy had walked in and looks back at you. From the looks on your faces, I assume it went well. Good job, bud. Hope you had a good time.
He sets his hand on Damien's shoulder. He kissed me, man.
Holy shit.
He
Nicely
looks
done.
ecstatic.
Hell
You
yeah.
know what this means? Later, idiots!
No!
I erased the virgin in the race.
The doctor touched his balls.
Kissed
Well,
a girl.
I mean, that didn't really change it, but you know.
It's a joke. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So,
You look good, Donovan. How'd it go?
Great.
I'm so proud of you.
Which one of you assholes gave me Abel's number? He pulls out the gun.
Tyler pulled out a dice.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He puts the gun away and brings him in for a hug. Thank you.
Oh.
so
You're welcome. I mean,
Nikki?
who would know about her better?
Hayden and I.
Uh-oh.
So as to what we've been up
I'm putting a
to,
cave sound in post.
They had a like small discussion. Can Nikki and Steve have attempted to make a cake for Donovan?
in celebration,
Oh,
Yes,
no.
you can. In fact, give me a cooking check.
what would that be?
Either of you have proficiency in
My
cook tools?
disappointment is immeasurable.
you know
and
what?
My day is ruined.
It's weird that I don't, considering I was part of the Beating Heart, but I do have wisdom.
Go ahead and use your wisdom.
Where'd we put the big old teddy bear on the motorcycle?
Can I use persuasion?
I
Can
make.
Damien mix a drink?
I've made
for
a. I made a
Persuasion on the
construct.
cake?
Yes.
I made a construct sidecar for the bear on the motorcycle.
Hell yeah.
Can I use?
You have advantage on every check on the next date.
Hell yeah.
Can I use history in terms of like living at home, making cakes with my family, stuff like that?
You know what? Yes, go ahead. You make
Okay.
a history check. You make a check using wisdom. I would let you use survival for that if you wanted to.
It's a shame I don't have survival either,
What do
but
you
it's
have for
fine.
wisdom?
Just my raw stat,
That's fine.
which is
that?
still a +4,
Nice.
which makes that 21.
That's a 24 for Steve.
Hey,
Okay.
good cake.
The two of you put together somehow a functional cake.
I'd like to think as we're cooking and stuff,
Yeah, that's a nice looking cake.
Steve's like, okay, let me see tell me how this tastes, and just has Intervision swap senses with like you and the cake, and so you can get a better taste.
That's
and
so
like,
inefficient, but I love it.
it's fun.
It's like that time you fucking double pizzaed Intervision to force someone to taste it.
Yes.
Hate that.
All right, so
Wonder.
Yeah.
You are a fucking genius. You need to start using that more often when we cook.
Oh my God, you guys cooked something?
Nikki.
No.
Nikki, we need to cook. Nikki.
Oh, Wonder, we gotta cook.
DBH, you're back. I'd have an important question for you.
Yeah.
Now, little birdie told me that you and Double D's...
Detective George is here.
Not that birdie.
Oh.
You and Double D's are piss buddies. What the fuck is that?
Oh, I have social anxiety, so I don't use public restrooms. So he comes to pee with me.
Wonder!
I'm not a part of this. What do you mean?
You look over and see that Abel Avedon
desperately
is
hope-
still on
I
the top
desperately
deck of his
hope
game.
Brandy didn't hear that.
You see him eating just like a bowl of something, and it just drops off his spoon. Looks over at Donovan.
Thank you.
I'm going inside.
Good night.
Halen,
Nothing can bring his mood down. Nothing.
Halen, I'm no cook, but I'm gonna mix a drink for you. In celebration.
I am already a career criminal. What's underage drinking?
What kind of a roll would I make to mix a drink?
I'll let you use intelligence for that.
Okay. I'm also proficient in alcohol.
If you want to, I'll let you use intelligence plus your proficiency for that, since you're proficient in alcohol.
Natural 20.
What drink do you prepare for the victorious Mr. Halen?
I don't want to make anything too extravagant for Donovan Halen, but maybe a Coke and Jack.
Coke and Jack. Okay, you get him a Coke and Jack. It's pretty decent. You take a sip.
It's he tried to make it not as strong as he would drink, but it's probably still pretty strong for you.
It's
Jeez Louise.
it's
wow,
not
that's heavy.
the cake that is now being shoved in front of
Oh.
you has, it's not like a birthday cake. It has like Back in Black's face on it.
Point of inspiration.
Thank you.
Back in
I hope
Black
you
and
like
Donovan and Halen do the.
Another point of inspiration for Donovan, just for everything from the date. That was
Yeah.
incredible. In fact, everyone just take a point.
Yes.
Can I maybe?
And
I have a
consider-
point of inspiration
Take 2
now.
points instead, because 1 point for the date and 1 point for the fucking face, because that's hilarious.
Thank you.
I will say, as this, you probably would have noticed that now Back in Black has an orange stripe on the scarf. Woo!
Oh wait, no. Now I have 3
Can
points of
Black and
inspiration.
Black
What?
Ah,
can
yes.
Back and Black wear the suspenders?
I can add suspenders under design, sure.
I need to get
I might just keep the bottom half of this because I might just.
Hell yeah, Virgin Killer and suspenders.
The suspenders are on the side,
Right,
which
right,
is,
right,
which is
right, right.
apparently pretty much drip.
Oh, that's good. That's
It
good.
is.
I agree.
Awesome.
Doesn't Dio's outfit have that?
Yeah.
Yes. And it fucks. Okay.
Yes, it does.
Way
I'm pretty sure
cooler.
Billy does the same thing with his like
Yeah, that's like
electrician's
a whole.
outfit.
All right, so I'm gonna take a bite of the cake. It's good, right?
Berry.
No, it's a good
What kind of a
Yeah,
cake
they
is
rolled
it?
really well.
What cake would
Butterscotch.
you
I think probably vanilla, because that's all he would be able to take.
Yeah, I was ouch.
Maybe
my-
butterscotch icing from Nikki?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can help with that.
Time for a charisma save.
Scotch. It has scotch in it, right?
I choose
That's
to
how that
fail.
works.
Oh,
No.
thank you
Are you
guys.
sure?
He
No
hugs.
problem, man.
He hugs
Oops.
everyone.
All right.
We had
so-
fun making it.
I need to use the restroom.
I'm getting slammed in honor of my brother.
It was so hard to make it while fucking Abaddon was interrogating me.
Nikki, you want a drink?
Absolutely.
He's got an entire bottle of scotch
so
he
real
hands
quick,
to you.
just because we're about to end
Steve
the
just stares.
recording, you see Taylor walk over to you. So how did it go?
He's like bouncing on his heels. Thank you. He hugs Taylor.
Oh, Pat. All right, bud.
It went great. He
Awkward sibling
skips
hug.
to his room. I'm
Wow.
gonna skip to the restroom.
And I think with that, we'll skip to the next episode. Thank you everyone so much for watching.
Donovan
Bye,
Haley got a
everyone.
W.
If Halen's
Finally, the Wolfgang middle name makes sense.
If true. Why are there so many darts back there?
Ty.
Me.
All right.
If
Bye.
Halen's team does not play when he's doing the hammer thing, I'm gonna be upset.
No, that was hilarious. That was so.